participants with a comprehensive learning experience that balances theoretical knowledge and practical applications, as well as in the field of experience using cutting-edge instruments in the field. The capacity building program aims at enhancing the human and institutional capacities of Indian students and researchers on various aspects of glaciology and allied fields, and shall equip them with necessary knowledge and skills to carry out the research independently. This program started in 2023 and 24. We have basically trained 23 and 21 participants respectively from various institutes across the country for the program. Over the next 3 weeks, you will be engaged in expert lead sessions delivered by renowned faculty, experts, academicians, and professions. These sessions will cover a wide range of topics, offering cutting-edge insights and knowledge in the field of glaciology. Field visits and case studies. Participants will have the opportunity to gain practical experience to the field visits using the advanced instruments like UAV, TLS, iScore, and etc. And in-depth analysis of the case studies, bridging the gap between the theory as well as the practical. Networking opportunities. The program will provide a platform for participants to connect with the peers, experts, as the professionals from various fields, fostering collaboration and the exchange of ideas. We are confident that this program will be a highly enriching experience for all the participants. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to our distinguished dignitaries, students, research scholars from the Department of Geoinformatics, participants, and other people associated with the organization of the summer school, for extending all possible help, cooperation, and organizing this program.
As far as the work related to this center, study of the glaciers, in earlier times we were not well aware, but with the passage of time and having too much of climate change, both at the national and the international level, everyone is very interested to know what happens to these glaciers. Glaciers, the hydrology and the climate change is a subject of importance. Every one of us is talking about the climate change. Everywhere, every time, both from the academia and the non-academia circles. But why this climate change happens and why it has been there, why it is going there, is actually we don't have the people doing the work related to this climate change have lot of reasons, lot of results. But maybe generally perhaps these results are not being shared to the common level. I mean to say that I would request the Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Shakil Saab that if a kind of the newsletter can come up from this center, which will just at least get people aware about this climate change and what about these glaciers, because when we talk about the Himalayas, we used to have lot of glaciers. The glaciers are there, but as I could see that the size of the glaciers is getting changed day by day. So it's actually a very important reason to know that since the glaciers are getting melted, there is a melting of these glaciers. So what could be done? I don't know. Of course, I am the student of the physics, but I don't know in fact myself that what could be done to prevent. Maybe it's a national, but can scientifically we do something about the system so that we can prevent the melting of these glaciers? That is one. Second thing is that whatever the work is being done related to the glaciers, people should at least know, because this is the subject of interest. It's not. It's a very scientific subject. Of course, it is a very technical, but it's not abstract. Abstract in the sense that it is not mathematics, which actually people cannot directly understand. If the subject like this is reached to the people of common masses, people would at least come to know that the climate change is there and there are reasons for this climate change.
I can say very proudly that so far as the Center for Glacial Studies is concerned, it has earned a very dignified status, not only at the national level, but at the international level, so far as its contribution in the field of climate sciences and glaciology is concerned. That is abundantly clear so far as its research output is concerned. While analyzing the research profile of our Kashmir University, since we have recently undergone this fourth accreditation cycle of NAC, University has been able to publish more than 4,000 papers in high impact journals. and the contribution from this center is also very significant in the research output. Not only this, when it comes to the research grants during this period of 5 years, so far as the accreditation cycle is concerned, we have got some 110 projects, and that way the research grants which have been earned by the University of Kashmir, it was almost 130 crores during this accreditation cycle. And of course, the Center for Glacial Studies, it figures among the topmost centers of our university who have earned the very rich research grants. So all these stand a testimony so far as the contribution of the Center of Glacial Studies is concerned. And very recently, there have been the addition of the young faculty in the center of this Department of Geoinformatics. And there is a huge pool of research scholars, research associates, and junior research fellows who are working in the different domains and different capacities in different projects. And that way, we do expect there will be more and more research output, not only in terms of its publications, but there will be greater role so far as the policy formulation with regard to the mitigation of climate change and conservation of water resources concerned. We do expect more and more projective, I mean to say, action-oriented research from the Center for Glacial Studies. Of course, Professor Shakil has, I mean to say, established a great legacy, because he is already a very honorable and important member of so many bodies, policy formulation bodies at the national level and at the UT level. And I hope the same legacy will be carried out by his team, especially the young researchers and young faculty who are working at the Center for Glacial Studies. Having said that, our young researchers must be apprised of this fact that so far as this new education policy of 2020 is concerned, it has, I mean to say, thrown a lot of challenges before the research centers and the universities, particularly when we are talking about the paradigm shift so far as the new education policy is concerned. The new education policy has extended its mandate of teaching and research to the college level as well. And this type of the situation since last 3 years, it has not only given challenges to the higher academic institutions, particularly which are of regional nature, which are located in the remote corners of the country. Challenge in the sense the attraction of the student so far as the master's studies and the research studies are concerned.
As everybody has discussed about the importance and the significance of this 3-week capacity building program, and some of you might have joined this program in the past as well, you are well aware about the program, how this program is being organized, wherein you have the resource persons across the country who will guide you about the theoretical part of your 3-week program, and later on there is an 11-day program where you can have the hands-on training in the fields, how to handle the high-end equipments and how to work out in this, as the Dean Research Saab has rightly said, that a difficult terrain while handling all those equipments. So the fact is that, let me share before I'll proceed to some important thing, that because of I have to discuss some special remarks also. Recently, couple of weeks back, that Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, Minister himself has tweeted, if I am correct, some 2 weeks back. He has expressed his a very good remark while writing the performance and the excellence of this Center of Excellence of this Glacial Studies here at University of Kashmir. And after that, I would like to share with you that so many mails I have received, official mails from across the country, so many calls I have received, that this year also we want to be the part of this program, so as to see all these activities, because we have come to know that there are some theoretical demonstrations, people are being given the training, and they are being then taken to the fields, high terrains, glaciers, where physically they are being given the training to handle the high-end equipments to meet all these challenges. So this time also I am sure that you will enjoy this research activity, and I hope that it's not something that you will learn only, but your responsibility will be to share all this activity, all this experience in your institutions, with your colleagues, with your friends. We have the ice core lab, which probably you will not see in the northern part of the India anywhere. So you can have the visits to our labs, you can have the interaction with our faculty members, you can also interact with the resource persons who have been requested to have the interaction with all the participants, so as to get a hands-on training during this 3-week capacity building program.
Every Saturday, I am here from 10 to 7. With, with all my researchers, there are 26 people working at the Center of Excellence. And this program and all that looking at, this has taken us almost 3 months to, select you, the preparations that we make, what are the field, work, what are the lectures, we request to so many people, have diversity of the, you are 20 people from 20 institutes. Almost we make sure that 50% females and 50% males. No one institution can get to, they're looking at your background, you are, some of you are really involved into the glaciology, some of you are related to others. As I said, one of the participants I choose from the social science, from Shivananda University, looking at her profile and all that. So it has taken us 3 months. Since 3 months, you see the websites and, and let me come to this Dean Saab, the research saying that glaciology is a very tough area. Absolutely. But if not Kashmir University, which university do you think in country should be leading the glaciology research? Just 2 days holiday, 3 days holiday, we are on a glacier. Yeah. And this is first time happening in the country that we are doing mass balance measurements after every month. This is, we used to have annual, somebody coming from south, somebody coming from Mumbai and going for a field. I know what it means. And all of you are insured. Luckily, since last 20 years, not a single accident has happened. But all of you are insured for the field work. Then it comes to the infrastructure. Now it's a state apart. You will look at the field and you go, there is no instrument in glaciology which you will not be trained on. Whether it is Hughes drill, whether it is GPR, whether it is a TLS, whether it is the drone, whether it is the looking at the spectrometry of the snow and ice properties, glaciology, hydrology, all this you will be trained on, and you will have a exposure with experts on different aspects of the glaciology. This is all 3rd year of that, and we have almost participants. If you look at the participants here, you have participants from IITs, you have participants from ISA, you have participants from NITs, you have participants from central and state universities, and also the national research institutes. These 20 people, are from that, and this is the same. The previous ones you heard about those, some of the snippets from the participants, and so this is almost a very large pool of 60 people now. And I'm sure, you heard about the Kashmir University. Kashmir University is a very, very important center of learning in the country. We figure among the first 50 institutions in the country. This is one of those centers. There are many other centers doing equally good, departments doing equally good. So, and we, having taken lead in building the capacity, national capacity, I will say, in the field of glaciology, I think this is an icing on the cake of Kashmir University. They are doing many other things, but you 60 people, and you will be, researching the areas which are very important at national level. When it comes to water security, when it comes to food security, when it comes to the energy security.
On behalf of the organizers, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Professor Muhammad Sultan Bhatt, Dean Research, University of Kashmir, for agreeing to grace the occasion. Sir, we are confident that your words have truly inspired and motivated the participants. I am equally grateful to our guest of honor, Professor Nasir Iqbal, Registrar, University of Kashmir, for kindly accepting our invitation to join us and extend his best wishes to the participants of this capacity building program. I would also like to specially thank Professor Muhammad Farooq Mir, Head Department of Geoinformatics, University of Kashmir, for extending all possible help and cooperation needed for the smooth conduct of this valedictory function. I would also like to express sincere thanks to all the participants who have come to join us from across the country, and other students, research scholars from the Department of Geoinformatics project staff from the Center of Excellence for Glacial Studies and National Himalayan Cryosphere Research Lab, as well as everyone associated with the organization of this program for their cooperation and support.